Good morning. It is 8 a.m. here. Everyone is still asleep except for me. The boys had a late night last night. They were gone to some basketball thing, and so they got home kind of late. So everyone's still snoozing. I'm getting ready to make some breakfast. We've been home for 2 days from Colorado, and I have eaten a lot of things I do not normally eat, and they don't make me feel well. So tired of not feeling well. I am gonna go back strict carnivore today. I said this yesterday and then I didn't do it, but today for reals I'm gonna do it. So I'm making some muffins. This is a recipe I saw online and I'm going to alter it a bit. They're actually going to turn out more like donuts. I'm gonna make enough for everybody to try them, and I'm also going to cook some breakfast sausage for everyone to have, and that's going to be our breakfast this morning. So we'll see how these turn out. Hopefully they don't turn out too terrible. But I thought I would show you how I make them. Today's video is going to be a what I eat in the day on a carnivore diet. My family is also going to be eating along with me. The kids will probably have some fruits. We've got a lot of fruit in our fridge, fresh fruits from our yard and our garden, but also from friends bringing it to us. So anyway, if you are interested in seeing what I eat on a carnivore diet, make sure you follow along. I did already have a cup of decaf coffee, almost gone. I like to use just heavy whipping cream in my coffee, and what I did this morning was put the cream in the bottom of my cup, and then I used the milk frother to whip that cream until it was nice and thick, and then I pour my coffee in over the top of it, and it melts down and also leaves some of the whipped cream on top of my coffee, which makes for a fun treat. Alright, so the first thing I'm putting in my blender is an entire brick of cream cheese. So this is 8 ounces of cream cheese. Whoop, that did not work very well. There we go. And then I'm going to crack, let's see, 6, 12, 18 eggs in here. 18 eggs does seem like a lot, but there are 9 of us in this house. Good morning.
Morning.
These carnivore donuts turned out really well. I enjoy them a lot. I think they taste kind of like a vanilla shortcake. They have a little bit more of a spongy texture than a regular cake does, but all of the kids had them for breakfast, and we had some leftovers that I've been enjoying throughout the week. So these will be on my blog. I will leave a link in the description box for you if you're interested in making them. They were super easy to make, and they go great with heavy whipping cream, and the kids had strawberries on theirs. You could also add any other kind of berries on top of it. Anything you would do with a shortcake, you could definitely do with these. So I recommend giving them a try. Make sure you go check out that link down in the description box. I have found over all of this carnivore eating that my favorite sweetener to use is Truvia, and I really like the convenience of the little Truvia packets, except for when I'm making things like this. So I had to measure out how many Truvia packets made 1 tablespoon, and then I went ahead and added in the rest of the packets. I think it came out like 32 packets or something that I needed for these. So I'm going to be looking for a larger bag of Truvia. It doesn't upset my stomach. I've tried allulose, and allulose gives me a stomach ache, and I don't like the taste of Swerve as much as I like the taste of Truvia. So that's what I'm going to be searching for, so that when I make bulk items like this, I don't have to open up a bazillion little tiny packets to be able to make it. I'm going to bake these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes, and then we'll check them and see if they are done. I've got a lot more to make after this batch, but that's okay because I have a feeling these are going to be good and the kids are going to gobble them up. While the donuts were baking, I started making the sausage. I think I made 6 pieces of sausage. My husband ate 3 of those, and I ate 2 of mine, and then the rest were left for when kids got up. I don't know if anyone made more sausage besides those 6 pieces that I had made. I know the kids do enjoy eating that sausage, but I think we all are a little bit burnt out on it from eating it so much in the last year being on the carnivore diet and the kids getting to have that breakfast sausage. So something that we've been enjoying more lately is like a smoked link sausage that I slice up and then cook with eggs. I went ahead and got out the rest of the strawberries from yesterday, and the kids can have some of those on their little donuts. I also have this strawberry syrup, which is what we made in Colorado. If you missed that video, I'll put it up in the corner for you, but this is just the strawberry tops that we cut off of the strawberries, and then some water and sugar, and we boiled it down to make this syrup. So I'm going to get that out too for the kids to go along with there. I also made some whipped cream with heavy whipping cream and a bit of maple syrup. Okay, let's peek at these and see how they look. Oh, they look great. I'm gonna pull those out. It looks like 20 minutes was about perfect for these guys. They're slightly browned on the top and fully cooked. So I'm gonna get them out of the pan here and let them cool for a little bit and then get my pan refilled. What are you doing?
Like a clown.
Are you silly?
Got his clown nose.
What do you think of them, Kendon? They're good, aren't they?
I see you. I will crab.
Alright.
I will crab. Look how I perfectly caught that.
Bye.
Okay, no more. Let me see them.
Alright. Okay.
Love you. You love Dad?
Love you, Dad.
Alright, so this is not carnivore food, but I did talk about in my last video making some mulberry jam. So I'm going to do that now. I watched a few YouTube videos about this, and I'm just going to kind of wing it off of the recipes from those videos because each recipe is different. So I am filling my pressure canner. I don't have a water bath canner, I just use my pressure canner. It is a big one. It will hold, I believe, 14 quart-sized jars because you can stack them double layer. So I don't need that much. I don't have that many mulberries to make that much, but I do have quite a bit of mulberries. We've got about a gallon, good sized gallon bag here filled with mulberries. And what I'm gonna do is put these in my blender and blend them up. And that will take care of any of the little stems that are in there, any leaves that we missed, any little twigs that we might have missed. We did go through it pretty good. I went through it once and Carrington went back through it as I was dropping them into the bag, but we could have missed some. So the blender will help get rid of those things or make them so we don't notice them. They'll still be in there, but we're not worried about that. So I'm gonna blend these up and then we're gonna measure out 4 cups, I think, and get it cooking on the stove. I've got, so my water is warming up for the water bath. I also have my flats over there in some water. And then I've got some jars in my oven that are drying in the oven to sanitize them and keep them warm. Those will just stay in there while I make this jelly. And then we will pull them out real quick as soon as we're ready to fill them and get them filled up. But we're gonna get these mulberries all blended up first. I'm going to scrape this down just a little bit. Let's see how much we have. I think this is right at about 4.5 cups, so I don't need, this is 4 cups right here. Don't need quite that much, but I'll measure out 4 cups of this into our pot.
Can you wash it out?
Just a minute, please, and I sure will.
It already looks like it's. It already looks like it's doing, Mom.
Mm-hmm. It does, doesn't it? Alright, we're gonna add 2 cups of sugar. Going to dump in our box of pectin, and then the recipe that I looked up called for some lemon juice, and I don't have any lemon juice, so I do have some lime juice. I may use lime juice instead of lemon juice and see how that turns out. Okay, now we're going to let this cook and bring it up to a boil, and we're going to boil it for 1 minute, and then we're going to shut it off and get it put into our jars. Oh, I just messed up already. I should have read the whole recipe. Okay, I was supposed to only put 3 tablespoons of pectin, and I put the entire box. So I don't know what to do about that. I need to look and see, I guess. I just know that anytime I've ever tried to do like a double batch of jam, it does not turn out, and I don't want that to happen. I think it'll be fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. It'll be okay. I'll just leave it the way it is. The next time I'm gonna pay attention and put in the correct amount of pectin, but we're just gonna go ahead and make this one with it the way it is, and hopefully it turns out okay. Alright, we have got boiling mulberries. Set my timer for a minute. While I'm waiting for my minute to be up, I'm going to go ahead and pull my jars out of the oven and get all of my stuff ready so I can get this in there as soon as it's ready.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through.
Okay, so I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4 pint-sized jars. I've got a quart-sized jar in there that is not all the way full, so it wanted to float, so I had to put the little weight on top of it. And then I've got those 2 little tiny jars down there. I probably could have put this little jar, that little jar together in the quart jar and made a full quart jar, but I didn't do that, and it's already in the pot. So I'm gonna bring this water to a boil now, and it will boil for 15 minutes to process these jars, and then we will pull them out and have a look at them. I'm working on lunch now. And for my kids, I'm making some fried rice using leftover rice that we had with our dinner last night. I'm also going to put in some ground beef, and I'm going to scramble some eggs and put some scrambled eggs in there. I also had a little bit of some sliced onion in my fridge that needed to be used up, so I went ahead and put the onion in the pot as well. I'm currently cracking quail eggs with my quail egg scissors. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Hi. 14. What you doing?
Ooh, what is quail eggs? Quail eggs are nasty.
Well, you don't need to go over there right now. Okay. Fried rice. I am not the greatest at barbecuing things. I tend to burn them really easily, and my husband does really good at barbecuing. But I was cooking the steaks today, so I made sure to set a timer when I put these steaks. I think I set the timer for 3 minutes, then I flipped them to the other side and did another 3 minutes. Then they weren't quite done, so I did a bit longer, but I did overcook them a tiny bit. At least I didn't burn them. They were still good. Alright, my rice is nice and crunchy. You can see all of the brown bits on there. I always wait till last to pour in the soy sauce because otherwise it makes it not crunch up very well. So I'm not going to put a ton, just a little bit for this big pan. And I'm going to stir that in really good and then get this on the table. My steaks are cooking outside, and I wanted to cook a couple of over easy eggs to have with them. But I need this pan out of the way before I can do that. I was able to make those eggs to go with our steaks, and the runny yolk over the top of the meat with some melted butter was really delicious. We just finished our lunch. Everything is all cleaned up now, and I am going to have some LMNT. I'm going to have raspberry salt this time. I've been feeling a little bit sleepy lately, the last couple days, just real tired, and so I think what I'm going to I think I'm lacking electrolytes, but my body is also adjusting itself back to carnivore and hormone issues and all of that. So I'm going to get some electrolytes in me, and then probably won't eat again for today. I may eat some ice cream later on, make some carnivore ice cream, but I'm so full. I ate that entire giant steak at lunch and those 2 eggs and probably 2 tablespoons of butter, and my belly is so full. So I'm not hungry right now, but maybe this evening I will feel like something and want to have some carnivore ice cream or something. I do feel right now like my body thinks it needs something sweet because I've been eating things I shouldn't, and my body thinks it needs carbs, but it doesn't. I'm not hungry. I just have a craving for something, but I don't need to have it. So I'm going to drink these electrolytes. Hopefully that will satisfy my craving, and then maybe we'll do some ice cream this evening. I did end up making ice cream. It was just my regular vanilla ice cream recipe. I used 2 cups of heavy cream. I put in 4 eggs, and then I add about 8 packets of Truvia and a little squirt of vanilla extract. This ice cream maker is amazing. We have 2 of them. One I bought off Amazon and the other one I got at a thrift store. And I will leave a link down in the description box if you're looking for an ice cream maker. These work really, really well. They're pretty quick and they're so easy to set up and to clean up. There's no ice. The bowl freezes on its own. My ice cream is done. I'm very excited to eat this. I have not had carnivore ice cream for several weeks. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a little while. So I'm really excited to go eat it, and I'm going to call it a night. So I hope you enjoyed seeing some of our meals for today, some of my carnivore meals that I have eaten throughout the day, and making some mulberry jam with us. Thank you so much for watching and being here, and I will see you all on the next video. Have a blessed rest of your day. Bye-bye.